If you were one of the 4.73 million individuals, a record low for a Christmas special, to tune in for the maiden voyage of the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa's virgin outing, if you will, and you found yourself dissatisfied with the offering from Russell T Davies and the BBC, well, guess what? I have two answers as to why you didn't find it as enjoyable as they wanted you to, okay? It couldn't be that you have a discerning eye and ear for good writing, quality characters, and not wanting to be preached to. No. The first reason that the new Doctor Who didn't appeal to you is simply because you're racist. Like, I can't believe it took them this long to pull out this card, but here we are, guys. Doctor Who Christmas special sparks a racist backlash. It couldn't be. It couldn't be that the introductory scene was live from inside a club with the brand new Doctor wearing a skirt. It couldn't be that there were laborious singing and dancing numbers instead of good old-fashioned British science fiction. A series that has 60 years behind it. Oh, but thanks to the bi-generation, now the new Doctor is no longer encumbered with all of that baggage. So all of that character development over the years, gone like that. So this is the brand new direction, and if you don't like it, well, you just hate black people. After months of waiting, fans of Doctor Who finally witnessed Ncuti Gatwa's full debut as the show's eponymous Time Lord in a fun-filled Christmas special. No, but I guess fun can be somewhat subjective, but not everyone is happy with some viewers voicing strong opinions about the new iteration's race. No, that's like the least of everyone's concerns, okay? There were some people that took offense to the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker's outing as the first female and more than likely last female Doctor because of well-established lore, but okay, everybody either got over that, or as we could tell by the ratings, they didn't, and the BBC was left with a lame duck series. That's why they had to go back into the archives and pull out one of the most famous, if not the most famous Doctors to ever take on the role. No, they were just all misogynists, and now they're all no longer misogynists. They just hate minorities. The long-running British science fiction series sees the Doctor, a mysterious 2,000-year-old time traveler. Well, he's not that mysterious because thanks to Chris Chibnall and Russell T Davies firmly ensconcing that into canon, the Timeless Children, it solves all the problems, right? It solves all the problems of the origins of the Doctor, much to the dismay of everyone with good sense, and his companion's journey across time and space in a ship known as the TARDIS. Yes, of course. This is a kindergarten interpretation of the story, but alright. Every few years, the Doctor regenerates the biological ability of the Time Lords, a race of fictional humanoids originating on the planet Gallifrey. No, come on, no. This one didn't regenerate. Bi-generated. Let's get you. Come on, Newsweek. Like, follow along. This allows a new Doctor to take on the titular character without the show having to end. Gatwa, known for his role in Sex Education and Barbie. Great. Makes for a perfect selection to play the Doctor. The 15th Doctor in the new series and has seen a reporting $100 million cash injection from Disney. That's why everything sucks. And that's why you're getting these boilerplate dismissive reactions from the media, because this is just straight out of the old Disney playbook, okay? You didn't like Rey in the Star Wars sequels? Well, you're just clearly a misogynist. Okay, you don't like any of the Rey-swapped characters in the MCU? Clearly you're a bigot. You don't like that every single one of your comic book favorites is now sucking a dick? Well, clearly you're a homophobe. It's good to see that it doesn't matter the discipline. Disney is going to maintain their frame until the bitter end. Well, the British show has been running on the BBC for 60 years, is now also streaming on Disney Plus outside the UK, with Disney now a co-producer. Much loved writer. At one point he was. Russell T Davies is back running the show, so fans had high expectations. The holiday special featured the return of the new incarnation of the famous time traveler facing up against a horde of goblins, trying to eat babies and all that stuff. It's very funny. It's very funny that the BBC was actually on the side of saving the kids this time around, okay? But I guess they had more nefarious purposes for it in a later date. Want to harm, Ruby Sunday Millie Gibson, the cute, to be fair, okay, like she's a cute little companion, okay, that's the one thing that they ended up casting appropriately. An orphan on a mission to learn the truth about her past. Yeah, so that's going to be the theme of this series when it kicks off in May. Gatwa, who takes his historic place as the first black man to assume the role, and yes, everything is blackety black when it comes to him. Oi, my sonic screwdriver has... Is it Nigerian symbols or something like that on there? No, it was a Nigerian proverb. It was like, oh my god, bro, you're playing the Doctor, a very cherished role, one of only 13 other individuals to have ever been cast in the role. And you're supposed to be thankful for that. Pay homage to the role, not make it all about you. I'm so glad that you're being catered to, because it looks like the audience definitely isn't the beneficiary of these decisions. Has been praised for his performance by fans. What? No, legitimately, okay, because I've listened to several reviews from other people that are out there, okay, outside of saying, oh, it's just a fun romp, oh my god, the dance numbers were so great, isn't it fantastic? Nobody's actually talking about the performances, okay? They're just kind of like, yeah, like, the Gatwa was fine and other things, but so far, I guess maybe there's just not enough of a body of work to really assess him as the Doctor. Don't know, could be great, but we know... thanks to, his work and Russell T Davies' insistence on infecting everything that he does with the message. That's why it's also important to point out that Gatwa, who is also, it just so happens to be gay, so he's black and he's gay. I wonder why he was cast for the role. Has been praised for his performance by fans, but he has also faced unsurprising backlash. See, guys, it's unsurprising. Just because our show sucks, and just because the anniversary special set a groundwork for failure and gave you a really good test case as to what you can expect with the 2023-2024 incarnation of Russell T Davies. I mean, we expected to face backlash from those racist fans that are out there. When a new actor is announced to play the Doctor, they are accustomed to criticism. This is because the show has a passionate fan base. Oh yeah, maybe it's just passionate fans that want the best for their franchise, not to have some subversionists come into it and wear it as a skin suit, with every fan having their favorite incarnation of the main character. While most people quickly learn to love the new actor as soon as they watch a Doctor's debut episode, this time around, that just wasn't the case, because as you could see, okay, like the numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. 2 million people fell off. Okay, do we even need to go back to the 2017, the last time that there was a proper Christmas special? It fell off hard. 3 million people in 5 years' time. 6 years' time, sorry, decided to just tune the hell out. Just look at those numbers, man. They've fallen off hard. Your core demographic, the people that grew up loving Doctor Who, people who grew up with the revival in 2005, who lauded the work that Russell T Davies put in, wanted to see their beloved franchise return to its former glory, gave it a chance after the old witch decided to properly regenerate. David Tennant was going to be coming back, okay? That was a bit of nostalgia bait, okay? Those were some member berries that were thrown out there on the ground. But a lot of people were fine with that, given the fact that David Tennant's still young enough to be in the role and has been knocking it out of the park with several other roles in recent history. So let's give it a chance. And yeah, go back to the numbers for a second. People tuned in, okay? 2.3 million more people than the time that Jodie Whittaker decided to peace out, but they dropped off. They almost lost 1 million viewers over a 3-week span. It's done, guys, but it's just clearly because there's a black Doctor. Whenever we talk about this stuff, like, okay, you can go back and take a look. Outside of maybe a couple of jokes when I'm doing my Doctor Who coverage, I don't even mention the fact that Ncuti was black. I don't even mention the fact that he's gay. Like, I'll crack some jokes over the top of it when it comes to singing and dancing. But that's not my point of criticism. It always just comes down to writing. It's simple. If the writing was good, it could be as campy as possible. It really doesn't much matter, man. But like I said at the beginning, there's 2 reasons that you might not have jived with the Christmas special or the 60th anniversary specials, okay? There's 2 reasons. Obviously, you're racist, or the show's just not for you anymore, right? The new Doctor Who companion actress Millie Gibson says upcoming episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z. No, Because there's other studies, there's other metrics that you can look at. Just take a look at the breakdown of the demographics of who's actually watching television. Who are the ones that are cutting the cord stateside? Who are the ones who are not signing up for Disney Plus to check this out online, okay? And then over in the UK, who are giving up on TV licenses? Who are de facto defunding the BBC? That would be younger generations. The only people that are holding on to this are the people that are just out of a force of habit watching Doctor Who when it comes on. So she just tacitly admitted to that, yeah, oh, don't worry, guys. It's definitely going to be. Don't worry about it. Okay, everything that you've been seeing recently, don't worry, strap in. You're going to be getting more of that. So it's going to be modern day for modern day's sake. Yuck. You have the ability to traverse the galaxy, okay? Universes. You can go anywhere that you want in the TARDIS. You're going to focus on modern day controversial elements. Nobody cares. You tried that. You tried that really hard with Jodie Whittaker by having a Rosa Parks episode, okay? A civil rights movement episode with an intergalactic time traveler. Good choice of ways to spend your resources, and definitely didn't bite you in the ass. And that's definitely why, you didn't have to go hat in hand to Disney in order for a cash influx to occur. In continuing to break with already broken spirits of many a longtime fan who has hoped this new era may bring a narrative course correction to the Time Lord's space-time adventures, new Doctor Who companion actress Millie Gibson has teased that the show's upcoming episodes will not only attract a lot of Gen Z viewers, it won't, but also feature a number of controversial elements that may lead fans to question the show's identity. Yeah, they've been doing that already for quite a while, so what are you going to include on that one? Okay, Gibson, who made her debut as the Doctor's latest... partner, companion. Come on, let's get the nomenclature right. Ruby Sunday on the 2023 Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road, otherwise known as the premiere episode for Ncuti Gatwa's run as the titular hero, provided the tease to her time in the TARDIS during a December interview with UK-based outlet The Independent. Pressed for the outlet's senior culture and lifestyle writer Katie Rosaneski, as to whether or not she could give any details as to what fans might expect for her and Gatwa's adventures. Gibson carefully asserted Ruby is in a relationship with the Doctor that I don't think the audience has necessarily seen before. Oh, great. So she's going to be something that a British cigarette hag. Fantastic stuff. Okay. So if you're starting to notice a pattern, well, you're not alone on that one. And it's getting so bad that even the BBC has to respond to the fact that everybody's looking at what's left of their platform going, why are you pushing all this woke stuff? We legitimately don't like that. And they're like, no, fine, we aren't actually doing that. Actually, we have studies that prove that we aren't a woke dumpster fire. BBC has criticized research accusing the UK broadcaster of peddling views as a steady diet of woke bias, including news about slavery and gender diversity storylines in drama. Wow. So much that you over-report on that stuff in the news is that you got to go ahead and inject that message into your scripted dramas. Fantastic. BBC accused the Campaign for Common Sense, a group that advocates for freedom of expression, of cherry-picking examples of so-called woke issues from thousands of hours of output. Yeah, take a look at our back catalog from like the 80s and 90s and 70s and earlier than that, okay? Yeah, that's not woke, but anything with a 2 in front of it, no, you're just cherry-picking. Campaign for Common Sense has yet to publish its research, but a group appears to have collated examples of content that has upset relatively small numbers of viewers. The BBC said it did not constitute analysis. We have done nothing wrong. We will continue to pervert your franchises, and you're just going to have to deal with it, you racist, sexist, homophobic bigots. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.